Hey everybody, welcome to Show Some Huss, episode 9. This is going to be our first kind of full spread recap episode. And we've got 4 games on our list today. We've got Memphis, Thunder, Jazz, Minnesota. And right now the Nuggets are 4-1. That's a solid start. And it's just going to be me today, Donny. Leo's not feeling too well. He potentially could hop on later. Maybe talk 1 or 2 games. I'd like to save the Thunder game if I can for him because I know he knows the Thunder players pretty well. So, yeah, let's kick this off. Let's get it going. All right, so game 2 of the year at Memphis. Nuggets got a nice dub, 108-104. And I'm just going to start out with what we all saw, that one thing. And it was a Joker 3/4 court out of bounds alley-oop to Aaron Gordon. If you haven't seen it, you've been living under a rock. And I feel sorry for you. Because that was one of the craziest passes I think most people who watch basketball have ever seen. It was literally exactly what we expect. I don't think I could have said, oh, Joker one day is going to do something like that. However, of all the people in the NBA to do that, are we surprised? That was incredible. That was amazing. It's phenomenal. You know, Joker ended up with 22, 12, and 7. You know, decent afternoon. Jamal ended up with 22, 1, and 5. And KCP only had 8 points, 2 rebounds, but he had 5 steals. And this guy has been on a tear defensively, and I'm here for it. It has been fantastic. This guy is the absolute backbone of our defense right now, and I'm loving every minute of it. You know, guys off the bench, we had Peyton Watson, had 9 points, 3 blocks. Reggie Jackson, you know, he was the man off the bench for me. 16 points and 6 assists in only 22 minutes. Reggie Jackson is quietly becoming this big piece for this year. And I hope he stays healthy, and I hope that going forward, you know, he can continue this run. I mean, it's kind of storybookish, right? Like, Colorado kid, end of his career, comes home, wins the first ever NBA title with his hometown team. And now, you know, he's getting some serious minutes. He's big for us. You know, he's given Jamal the time that he needs in these ridiculously long 48-minute long games. It's been fantastic. Reggie Jackson, man, hats off to you. You're putting a lot of the doubt away that we had of this bench. You and quite a few others. And this game, close, only 4-point dub. You know, we honestly didn't play well. Defensively, we were a bit soft, you know, outside KCP. You know, defensive rebounding was a struggle. We gave them way too many second shots. A lot of it just seemed to be a lack of awareness. I'm not saying these NBA players need to block out better. These guys have the fundamentals down. When you're sometimes that tall, you can position yourself in a good way between your man and the hoop, and you've got probably 95% of any bounce. And I just felt like that awareness was not there. I mean, that's going to happen. 82 games in a year, it's going to happen one game. And, you know, this was kind of the start of, you know, more concerns with free throw shooting. We only shot 12 of 18, which I guess a lot of people will be like, well, it's not terrible. It's 66%. That's 6 points left on the table in a tight game. We've got to get better. And, you know, I mean, I'm going to mention one, you know, about one of these other games. It's not great. And, you know, I know Mike Malone and his staff, they're probably talking about it. So, yeah, something to work on. But nonetheless, Nuggets found a way to get out of this one and win. And we moved on to 2-0. All right, so let's talk about this Jazz game. This was an interesting game. And I have to say, I was impressed with Utah. They knew that we were superior in most categories, but they found efficient ways to stay close with their 3-point shooting from Markkanen. But unfortunately for them, close was really only 10-ish points for the majority of the game. Joker ended up with a triple-double at the end. If any of you saw the last few seconds, it was literally the last second, and they almost classified it as a steal rather than a rebound. Nonetheless, he played well, 27, 10, and 11. And this was probably my favorite game from Jamal so far. 18, 3, and 14. I mean, 14 assists. Come on. That's amazing. I know he's a point guard, but that's phenomenal. And, you know, to keep that up, he was very in control of this game. Always a threat himself, but also a threat to get others involved, which is, you know, one of the reasons Nicole is so dangerous. And then there was a weird moment, and I didn't really dig into it too much, but Michael Porter Jr. only played 19 minutes. And I'm not sure why. I don't know why. He wasn't shooting terribly well, but that's kind of been the case this season, to be completely honest. CB came in and played 30 minutes, and he was outstanding defensively. He was on the boards. He had 8 boards. You know, for a guy his size, coming off the bench and getting 8 boards. Shout out to CB. But I have to say, the man of the match for me was KCP. He only had 8 points, but defensively, again, just so solid. So solid. That man, he's going to make first or second team all defense. If he doesn't, it won't be for lack of trying because he is putting in the effort. One thing I like about it is you hear him in the huddles and he's talking defense. He's trying to get, other guys aware of what's going on, talking to them, letting them know, they ran this play this time. Expect these screens, fight through them, open up your body so they can't, it's just the guy right now is showing that his basketball IQ is extremely high and it reflects tremendously on the defensive side of things. So overall, it was a good game with strong minutes from CB, solid D from KCP, Joker and Murray had games we expect them to have. But my biggest concern again was the free throw line. 7 of 17. That's 10 points. 10 points left on the table, which in the end, again, didn't matter. However, I don't want to start talking about games where that does matter. And a crazy stat that I saw, and this is not related necessarily to free throws, but it's kind of just explained the way the first 4 games of this season went. And in the first 4 games, the Nuggets only trailed by 4 minutes and 33 seconds total. I mean, that stat is just wild. To literally play 4 48-minute games and only trail by 4 minutes and 33 seconds is wild. And, it's been really nice because our second unit has not been an issue yet. We're not getting the same production as you get from Bruce Brown. But Bruce Brown, I mean, yes, came off the bench, but he was a starter. He's a starter on majority of the teams last year. We just happen to have 6 starters. But I would argue overall strength, this might be a deeper bench. We're starting to see it in Peyton Watson. We're starting to see it with Reggie Jackson, who was also there last year. I think Zeke Naji he's coming along. I've got faith in him. And I think he's going to become a big piece of us going deep into this season. However, I think we need to find another big. And it's not because of Zeke not being enough, but it's because of the Minnesota game. Minnesota game exposed our size. And I'll talk about that one last. And I'm getting a text right now, and it looks like Leo is going to join us for the Thunder and Minnesota. All right. Yeah, he's going to pop in quick and just give his thoughts. So let's take a quick break, and then we'll come right back. All right, so Donnie's sick, but we're gonna try and talk the Thunder game, and then we're gonna let him get some rest here.
Good to see you, man.
Yeah, it's good to see you too, buddy. Missed you.
Likewise.
All right, Thunder game.
Obviously 30 ball for us.
Yeah.
Which is awesome. Watching parts of the game, I didn't watch the entire game, but watching parts of it on the recap, I don't feel like we are putting a full game together.
Yeah.
But I will say, MPJ with the 20 and 9, that's what we need.
Yeah.
That's why we have that. You mentioned earlier, Donnie, about the max contract.
Yeah.
Like 20 and 9, those are max contract numbers for me. Well, for his position.
Yeah. I'm getting concerned. I'm to that level of I'm concerned.
Okay.
With MPJ.
Okay, tell more.
Well, first, so I got to watch this game with King Henry's dad. So that made it really nice. It was great, but this is kind of weird to say, but I felt like this was the most of the games we've played so far, maybe aside from the Laker game, the most dominant game we had, but I still was like really upset with a lot of things. Our starting 5 at times was completely unplayable by them, but then there were times it's like just stupid turnovers.
Yeah.
Or like MPJ, dude. I mean, he had what, 20 and 9?
Yeah, 20 and 9. Yeah.
And I get that, but he just lives on that line. He lives on that 3-point line, and don't get me wrong, I don't want him not shooting threes. Dude, if they're not falling, try something else.
I got to be honest, man, when he attacks the basket, very rarely does he miss.
Yeah, he's built for that.
No, I see it. I feel it. I think we all do.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't want him to get hurt, but he can be lethal.
Yeah.
If he attacks.
And, that's a good point, is I forget he had back surgery, which is a very complicated surgery. Multiple back surgeries. But it's tough. I mean, it is a game, and it's hard to play when you're limited, So I thought in this game, Murray, I thought he played decently well. I think he had 8 assists.
He did.
Yeah.
He had 19 points, 8 assists, yeah.
I thought he played well. He managed the game well. Defensively, I thought he did pretty well. One thing that kind of threw me off about him is he only had 1 3-pointer in the whole game. Not just 1 3-pointer. He only took 1 3-pointer.
Okay.
Which is kind of weird, right?
Yeah, that is weird.
And he only got to the line. I don't even know if he got to the line. Yeah, I don't think he got to the line. I feel like you got to get to the line. You got to get to the line like, I don't know, 4 times a game. I mean, not 4 times, but at least get 4 free throws.
Oh, dude, I'm giving you deer eyes. He needs to get to the line 6 times a game.
Yeah.
At least.
Yeah,
I agree. More attempts.
Yeah, it was just weird to me. I mean, on a good note, and I mean, I think we're being critical because we expect so much from these guys, right?
100%. 100%.
Like, let's give the stat line quick of what I thought was Peyton Watson's best game. He went 17-4-1 in 22 minutes.
That's a great game.
It's a really good game for him, right?
It's an amazing game.
It's technically lower stats than Murray, but for him...
For those minutes?
Yeah, that's exactly what we need from him.
Yeah.
I think he's finally learned. I mean, he's a freak athlete.
Yeah.
I mean, when Joker has the ball, I feel like a lot of times, especially now after he's won 2 MVPs and won an NBA title, when he has the ball, people turn and they kind of lose their man.
Yeah.
And Aaron Gordon's the best at this, right? Losing his guy, getting a dunk or some alley-oop or something. And Peyton Watson has found a way to benefit from that. But I want to ask you, because you know the Thunder players pretty well.
I mean, a little bit. I'd follow him.
Yeah, I mean, more than me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, yes.
Like Josh Giddey, I was excited to see him.
Yeah.
Didn't play well.
Not.
There were flashes though.
Yeah.
There were flashes of like, oh, okay. Mm-hmm. Same with SGA.
Yeah.
You know?
And I again, yeah, both of them did not play well. Like combined, 16 points.
Yeah.
Combined. So it was a rough go. But also, the Nuggets are the Nuggets. With SGA, I think it was one of those nights where he just struggled. And with Josh Giddey, he tries to dish, he tries to board, he tries to make the extra pass, and that's his role. So when I see him with, what do you have, like 9, 3, and 2 or something like that, he's obviously going to have better scoring nights, but I was surprised as well to see it so low. But hey, Nuggets defense. Or maybe it was just an off night, I'm not sure.
And I think it was kind of, we're going to talk about the Minnesota game here in a little bit, but I felt like the Thunder came out the way we came out against Minnesota.
Ooh, okay.
Okay,
I would agree with that 100%.
It's like you expect more. It's there. You're just not getting it. I mean, granted, you and I have talked about it. 4-1 to start the first 5 games.
Yeah.
I'll take that. That's 65 wins in a season.
Yeah.
It's probably a 1 seed. So, but we'll get to the Minnesota game. But I want to talk about CB as well. CB went 13-7-7. He's just so solid defensively. I've never been concerned about him defensively, which it doesn't really show up in the stat line.
Yeah.
He just, when you need someone to just be that, like, kind of toughen nails, he's there.
Which is hilarious because, game 1, we were talking like, where is that?
Yeah, exactly.
Where is that?
Yeah.
And
you must have listened to the pod, man.
That a boy. Yeah. Better show some Huss.
CB's #1 fan, day 1 listener.
Yeah, appreciate you, man. But no, I think now he's playing with some intensity. And I guess not that he wasn't in game 1, and it was just game 1.
Yeah.
And we even said that. But he's playing like he belongs because he does.
Yeah, exactly. He's not like the biggest guy. He's not the smallest guy, but he's not the biggest guy. But I feel like he plays big.
Yeah.
He boards well. I think he's going to be big this year.
He guards a lot of teams' guy.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, I agree. He is big in that, especially in that regard.
Yeah, and he gives, KCP is huge for us in guarding like a main guy.
Oh, yeah.
And I think Christian Brown we aren't concerned if we need to take him out when their main guy's in and put CB in. So
100%, man.
But did you see Joker comment on Chet?
I did. And I agree.
Same.
He's just got to put some weight. And I obviously Chet has put some weight on. If you've seen pictures the last 4 or 5 years of that kid, he's definitely putting weight on, but it just needs to be more.
He just needs time.
Yeah.
Because he was actually pretty good, I thought.
Chet's very good.
Yeah. When he wasn't, going body to body with Joker down low, when he was, moving Joker around, he was actually really, really good.
Yeah. Chet Holmgren is someone I'm going to eat my words on because I'll admit it, 4 years ago, I was like, he's not going to make it. He's just going to be too soft.
I'm the same.
I was the same.
Yeah. It'll be interesting. I think the Thunder have a bright future.
Yeah.
But for now, they're just, they're going to be a team that's considered, a win column for us. So.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
I mean, it's a game we should have won. It's a game we did win.
Next.
Yeah, I'm happy with next. Next. Okay.
Sorry, I wasn't telling you next. I was saying.
No. Yeah. I got you. Yeah.
Let's go, Donny, next.
All right, so we're going to take a quick break, and we're going to give each other a blind five. One player from each of the 5 teams that the Nuggets have played so far this season, and we're going to see how each other fare. I don't know. I got a good feeling about this one.
Donny, you're going to airball so hard.
Probably. All right.
Rank them 1 through 5, right?
1 through 5. Okay. You ready for this?
Yeah.
You're going to lose.
No, I'm not. You know how good I am at this game.
All right, we're going with...
And I can't pick 3 first.
Yeah, I can't pick 3 first. Yeah, that's a Show Some Huss rule.
Are we doing career or this year?
Dealer's choice.
You're the dealer. You're the one who's getting...
Yeah, that's true. Player's choice, whatever.
Let's go career.
Career?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because 5 games is not...
Yeah. It's tough. All right, I'm going to start.
Okay.
Rudy Gobert.
Rudy?
Yeah.
4.
Okay. Derrick Rose.
Wow. This is career, right?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of what you could pick.
Yeah.
And we have 1 player from each team?
Yeah. So Minnesota's off the board already. And now Memphis.
Yeah, well, yeah. 2. Man,
Okay.
I'm taking a leap of faith with that.
Okay. So just to clarify, we're going, the 5 teams are the Lakers, the Thunder, Minnesota Timberwolves, Memphis Grizzlies, and the Utah Jazz.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, next one is LeBron James.
Number 1.
Okay. 4th one,
I'm so good at this.
SGA. You've got 3 and 5 open.
What's the 5th team that I have left?
The Utah Jazz.
Oh, perfect.
I was going to say, you kind of won this.
SGA is 3.
Okay, and number 5 is going to be Jordan Clarkson.
Yep, number 5 is going to be Jordan Clarkson. You're right. Man, okay, let's review this list. I'm excited for this one.
So number 5, we've got Jordan Clarkson from the Utah Jazz. Number 4, we've got Rudy Gobert from the Minnesota Timberwolves. We got SGA from the Thunder at number 3. Derrick Rose at the 2 spot. And the King himself, LeBron James, at number 1, which I will have to say is probably one of the most accurate blind fives we've done. So, touche. Again, I am stumped and will probably fail at my own blind 5 here. So,
you won't.
Let's
You'll
do
do
this.
well.
Let's
You'll
do
do
this.
well. You ready?
Yep.
Okay. Chet.
Ooh. I'm going to go with 4. Yeah. I'm okay with that. I'm basing it off of what I saw the other day, basically.
Fair. Is it, I know the nickname is JJJ, but Jaren Jackson Jr.,
Oh, 5.
former Defensive Player of the Year, like last year's Defensive Player of the Year. But if you want to put him at 5, okay.
Who does he play for?
He plays for the Grizzlies. Dude, he plays, but Jaw is
Yeah.
better, and
Yeah.
Desmond Bane is better, and Dylan Brooks said
That's
a lot
a
of
good
weird
point.
things. So, yeah, that's
Yeah.
not a bad pick.
I'll
Okay,
stick at 5.
cool.
I don't like the look on your face.
You're definitely not going to. Walker Kessler.
From the Utah Jazz?
Yeah. He had like 22 and 13 against us.
Can I tie someone at 5?
No, you have to put him somewhere.
He's going to 3.
I think that's a wise choice. Okay. All right. Cat.
Ooh. I'm going to be safe here and go with 1. Because I'm worried that you're going to give me someone like another scrub.
AD.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. I'm okay with my list. I'm not really okay with 3 through 5.
You take Cat over AD?
Yeah.
What?
100%.
No.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Let's argue about this.
Okay, let's argue. Let's go.
What about Karl Anthony Towns makes him better than Anthony Davis besides nothing?
Doesn't get us injured.
Okay. That's a good point. But I mean, like, when they play.
Okay. When we're talking like career, yeah. All right. If we're looking at career stats, you're taking AD. I've never been an AD fan.
Me either, but I'm taking AD still.
I'm sorry, and I don't mean like AD fan as in like it's not because I don't like him. I honestly just don't find him that effective. I mean, cool, you can block the ball and shoot the 3 sometimes. It's not appealing to me, and maybe that makes me
I agree. It's not. Appealing was one of our vocab words this week. I agree. It's not appealing.
Okay, I'm a Karl Anthony Towns fan. I am. I think he is incredible.
Yes, he is.
And I mean, we saw in the Minnesota game.
Let's look at it.
Okay, do you want to talk Minnesota game?
Let's talk
Let's
about
just
it.
hop into the Minnesota game.
Talk about it.
All right. So the Minnesota game, Nuggets lost 89 to 110, which sounds bad. And I was really excited for this game because I felt this would be the biggest test for us in the first 5 games.
Yeah. Yep.
I mean, everyone's probably like, wow, what about the Lakers? Don't get me wrong. Lakers was a test, but that was a different feel. That was like, the feeling felt like playoffs. And when the Nuggets go into the playoffs right now, we are unstoppable.
Yeah.
So it felt different. I wanted to see what it would be like. And I mean, I'll just be honest. It was an absolutely terrible start. We went down 9 in the first 4 minutes, didn't even get a bucket. Malone called the timeout and looked very frustrated.
I would be too.
Yeah.
I was.
Yeah. I mean, we just didn't have the urgency.
Yeah.
Like, it was just like we were in slow motion, and it was like no one realized, oh, crap, we're playing an NBA game.
Yeah.
Except for the Timberwolves. They were playing an NBA game. Very
And
well.
Nikola. But also we're struggling with, and this isn't just one player, but we need to stop passing the ball to the other team.
Yeah, or throwing it out of bounds. It was just weird.
We're supposed to score it, and we're pretty good at it.
Yeah, I mean, we were very out of sync. Like, Nuggets, stupid turnovers, and Anthony Towns and Gobert were very physical with Joker, which, if you look at the big guys he's faced so far, none of them have probably the muscle mass that.
Are you trying to dig at AD again?
A little bit.
Jeez. Oh, my God.
A little bit.
Jeez.
A little bit, yeah.
Didn't he have like 25?
Yeah, I mean, he didn't have any in the second half.
I know. It's just scary. But also good.
Yeah, I was going to say, imagine if he'd put that in this. Yeah, that's a good point.
He's got it. Yeah, but also, maybe you're right. I don't know.
It was very much a game that showed me there are teams out there bigger than us.
Yeah.
I think I was telling you earlier, it's the first time, I guess, Zeke and the Joker were on the floor at the same time this season.
Yeah. You saw that? I didn't see that.
It was okay. I mean, it was necessary because we were getting outboarded. We were being dominated in the paint. It was kind of, Gordon was not doing well against Gobert.
Oh, really?
It was just not a good game. And like he got, matched up with Towns a few times. And
these guys are pros.
Yeah.
When you're not shooting well and the other team is, it's 20.
Yeah, and that's another thing. We did not shoot well.
Jamal went 0 for 10 in the first half.
Yeah, he didn't. I mean, the guy couldn't even. There was a flagrant foul on him. Mm-hmm. Couldn't even get a free throw. The free throw.
Jeez.
Yeah, I mean, it was a weird night. And like when the Joker went out, running the offense through Jamal, which I expect and which I want, but a lot of guys were just standing on the 3-point line. No one was moving.
We're not talking to anyone specific, but we're talking to everyone specifically.
Exactly.
And it's one game.
Yeah, it's one game.
If this is a 3-game slide, then there are concerns, but everyone plays like crap every once in a while, except for Nikola.
I mean, a 21-point deficit at half, it's just, and when Jamal has 0 points and you have a 21-point deficit,
yeah,
the weaknesses and the issues were just very obvious, which I think is a good thing. I'd rather watch that game and be like, okay, these are big issues. However, they're easy to point out and probably easy to fix.
I agree.
I'd rather have us find, maybe there's certain rotations we need to move to when there are 2 huge guys like Gobert and Towns on the floor at the same time. I'd rather find that out 5 games into the season than 5 games to go before the playoffs.
That's a good point.
So, I'm not concerned about it. The loss had to come eventually. We're never going to go 82-0.
Yeah.
It was on the road. We did. There was like a small push in the third quarter.
And also got our bench guys some good minutes.
Yeah, literally every single person that suited up for us got in the game.
Nice.
And I think it might be the first time that's happened this season. So
we'll take that.
It's a long season. We'll be fine. We'll be all right. It's about reacting, right? Like we said before, if every 5 games we go 4-1, we end the season with roughly 65 wins. I'll take that.
Like you said, that's a first seed.
Yeah, it's more wins we had last year.
That is.
So
and I'm not anticipating more wins, but it's looking good so far. We should enjoy it.
Friday we got Mavs, right? Yeah,
yes.
Mavs. Yeah, we got Mavs Friday at Ball Arena.
Yep.
It's Friday night. Building's gonna be packed.
Yep.
It's the first ever NBA in-season tournament or whatever for the NBA Cup.
Yep.
It still goes against our NBA record, so it matters.
Yeah.
It's just I want to see a reaction.
I'm a big fan of this tournament.
Yeah, I kind of want to get into it. The courts are cool.
Are you watching the City Edition jersey party tomorrow?
That's tomorrow?
It's tomorrow. I think it's November 2nd.
Oh, okay. I'm excited about that. You think it's going to be sick? Have you seen leaks?
I don't know. I don't want to. No, I haven't. I don't want to get my hopes up.
Yeah.
There are a couple I haven't been a big fan of.
Yeah. So. We'll see. I wonder. I hope they go heavy blue or heavy red.
I want some color.
Yeah.
I want a lot of color.
Don't give me some white crap,
Can we? And yeah. We need some mountains and we need some skyline.
It'd be really cool if they incorporated this. What did we call this? The rainbow.
Yeah. What year is this one?
I can't
This
remember.
logo?
So we're talking about the Denver Nuggets logo. Got the Denver skyline in it. It's got the rainbow colors on it with the mountains in the background. It's one of our favorites. Hoping they incorporate that somehow.
I hope so. I need to find. This is 1982 to 1993.
Okay.
Man, I love that logo.
Yeah, it's like a
That's so tough.
rainbow Rubicon. Yeah. All right. You need to go home. Get some rest. We'll see you soon, buddy.
Later, man.
All right, so we're going to get out of here. I want to give a quick shout out to Leo for showing some Huss today. That's quite a thing to do when you're not feeling great, to still put in that hustle, that effort. Hope you get better, buddy. And to everyone, thank you for joining us on Show Some Huss this week. 4-1. Great start to the year. I think Leo's going to the game if he's feeling good enough on Friday. So we're going to get his count of being at the game and the fan experience. And yeah, I want to remind everybody, don't forget to show some Huss. Peace.
Problems, babe.